All right, everyone. Tone shift. Swalwell rape accusation.
My name is Lana Drews. In 2018, while I was living and working as a model in Beverly Hills, and I also owned a fashion software company, I had contact with Eric Swalwell on 3 separate occasions after meeting him socially.
Let me see if I can find a louder version of this.
He offered me connections to further my software company, and I also had an interest.
Siri? What district does Eric Swalwell represent? California's 15th? Siri, where is California's 15th congressional district? Well, no, not anymore. Okay, never mind. Sorry. It's not in the Central Valley. Just checking. I'm sorry. Just checking. It's San Francisco. It's not in the... Imagine that. I was just...
I had contact with Eric Swalwell on 3 separate occasions after meeting him socially. He offered me connections to further my software company, and I also had an interest in local politics. He invited me to 2 public events. I knew he was married at the time and that his wife was pregnant. He was my friend. On the 3rd occasion, I believe he drugged my drink. I only had 1 glass of wine. We were supposed to go to a political event, and he said he needed to get paperwork from his hotel room. When I arrived at his hotel room, I was already incapacitated, and I couldn't move my arms or my body. He raped me, and he choked me. And while he was choking me, I lost consciousness. And I thought I died. I did not consent to any sexual activity. Although I did not undergo a rape kit at the time, I disclosed the assault to the people closest to me. I also recorded these events in my handwritten calendar. The assault and its impact were later documented during my therapy sessions at a sexual assault center in Connecticut. It had a profound impact on my mental health. I self-medicated in an unhealthy way. I did not want to live anymore. I cried all the time for years. At the time...
Do you think Chuds will defend him? Probably not, no. There's not really any base for him, I guess. It is crazy how quickly this all came out. I knew that, like, some degree of allegations had been held against him for a while. But I mean, once it's out, I suppose. A good reminder that oftentimes when you hear, like, rumors swirling about of a guy, the rumors are just like... it's always the tip of the iceberg. You know?
I was in a dating relationship with a boyfriend I was fully committed to. I've never cheated in my life, and I would never have engaged in a consensual sexual encounter with Eric Swalwell. That reality further underscores...
Will he get into legal consequences beside not being elected? Well, he's already been ejected from Congress. Well, he resigned, but he was going to be ejected from Congress. And investigations have been opened against him by the New York federal prosecutor, I believe. So, we'll see.
the non-consensual nature of what occurred. It was a politically unusual and intense time in Beverly Hills, and I was considering a run for city council, which placed me in proximity to political figures and events and added to the pressure to remain composed and silent. Eric was aware I owned a software company, and he spoke repeatedly about his ability to make introductions in Silicon.
All right, well, I think we have the substance of things.
Political gain. I want to say very clearly that neither myself, Lisa, nor Lana care or concern ourselves with the political affiliation of the accused or how these allegations may or may not affect a political campaign or a career. This is about much.
It doesn't matter. It seems like the accusers are going to get exactly what they want here, which is good, right? Like, it doesn't seem like there's going to be a big prolonged battle over whether or not Eric Swalwell's considered innocent. It seems like he's pretty fucked and he's done and he's cooked. And that's that, you know. Whether or not any legal repercussions follow later, I couldn't really tell you. He is a Zionist, so that does add a little bit of additional protection. Man, more? Two Swalwell accusers share details? Jesus Christ!
California Democratic Congressman.
What an insane... Jesus fucking Christ, man. How many women did he rape? I think we're up to like 7 now? I'm not sure. Well, not all of them are accusing rape. I think some of them are accusing varying levels of like sexual harassment or assault. But at least some number of them are accusing rape, yeah. Gonzalez also resigned due to sexual misconduct. Yeah, my guess is that the only reason the Republicans weren't pressing on him to leave was because they didn't want to jeopardize their position in the House. But since Eric Swalwell was going out as well, they were like, okay, tit for tat, you know? You can only get rid of House members in pairs. Samari, I just think he was a really shitty guy, you know? Is that true? I mean, basically, yeah. Swalwell had a reputation in Congress. Other politicians warned their female staff to stay away from him. Yeah, it's been known for a while. Gonzalez's accuser also self-immolated? Yes, which is insane. Well, they're both out now. My Twitter's not working. If it was known for a while, then why was nothing done until now? That is just literally how this kind of thing works in basically every industry. And now a literal Nazi will be taking Gonzalez's seat. Yes, I believe that's true. That was the... Wait, is that Dan Bilzerian? Dan Bilzerian's taking Gonzalez's seat? He's the next one up, right? Or am I thinking of a different one? Brandon Herrera! That's right. The gun tuber. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, okay. I mixed him up. Gotcha.